Hello, welcome to the RDA. On the agenda today is the main man himself. You know, he runs down the wing, he hears United sing. Yes, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. I guess relevant to the topic today is, will he hear United sing again? If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Cristiano Ronaldo has asked to leave Manchester United. So this transfer request has sparked a lot of debate, you know, among Manchester United fans. Some saying, get him out. Some saying, are you mad? Do you hear yourself? You want to get rid of our best player ever, you know? And some wondering, what is the club going to do, you know? So that is what we'll be discussing in this video today. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you a small, really small favor, you know? I'm going to ask you to, right now, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because I can't stress enough what a difference it makes for us, really, you know? It goes a long way when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, and, you know, it just helps us make better content for you and do that consistently, you know? So please, you know, join the community, you know, help us grow it, and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. So I'm not going to tell you which side is right. That's not what I'm here to do. I don't think that's my place. All I'm going to do is share my opinion, and you can make a decision for yourself, you know? And, you know, when this news came out, when, you know, we saw Fabrizio Romano saying Ronaldo, because there was rumors, and I was like, nah, no way. Ronaldo's not going away. But no, as soon as Romano tweeted, you know, you're like, dang, it's real. And after seeing that, I'll be lying and say I didn't have an emotional response. I'll be lying. And I felt betrayed. I did. I felt betrayed by Cristiano Ronaldo. And I was like, what? You know, like, how can he do this to us? Because we came with a tough season, and if we look towards anyone who is a source of light, you know, who's a source of comfort in a way, it was Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, and for him to come out with such, it just seems like such a betrayal, you know. So that's how I felt immediately when the news came out. So from that point of view, I understand why there will be some who say get him out. I really get it. And on top of that, you know, just the timing of it just adds fuel to fire, because we ended the season, you know, and Ronaldo said he was not looking to leave, you know. He said he liked the new manager, and, you know, if we do the right things, you know, we can move in the right direction. And then a few weeks, months later, I want to get out, you know. So that just adds fuel to the fire, and it just makes you wonder, you know, where is he loyal to the club? Where is he loyal to us fans, you know? And maybe that's a very entitled thing to say as Manchester United fans. If the fact that we feel that, you know, Ronaldo owes us this loyalty because we've given it to him. So I really get why there's a lot of fans who are saying, you know, he's betrayed us, he doesn't want to be here, so let's just turn our backs on him. Though, as they say, and this is a very true saying, there is two sides to every story, and Ronaldo has a point. Ronaldo has a point. Yes, there is an element of him being selfish here, but, like, of course there is. Of course there is. You know, at the end of the day, him as a player comes first, and with his, you know, stature and image, that becomes even more relevant. Because let's not kid ourselves as Manchester United fans. One, we haven't made good signings. We haven't. So when Cristiano Ronaldo comes back and sees his team, it's still in shambles. It's still in shambles. So we've got Malaysia, you know, we've got Martinez, you know, we've got Eriksen. But, like, what does that really do? You know, have we really fixed any problem? Maybe centre back will fix the problem. I think that's the one place where we've bought probably constructively. Probably. Maybe some might say the other two signings. I don't know. I'm not sure if I completely agree. They are good signings, but then I feel like we had bigger problems that we could have fixed instead of those two signings, you know. And Martinez is really the one signing that seems like a fix to an issue, you know. But when he looks at the rest of the team, we've been chasing Frankie de Jong for 2 months. We don't have a defensive midfielder. We're not even interested in one, you know. We haven't signed another forward, you know, and we just haven't done enough for a team that finished 6th. And all the teams above us are doing better business than us, you know. So when Ronaldo looks at that, he's like, you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. And to make matters worse, you know, the captain is Harry Maguire. You know, there's no bigger symbol of lack of ambition than the captain, Harry Maguire. You know, I know that was Erik ten Hag's decision, you know, and personally, to be honest, I don't know if that's the final decision, you know. I felt like maybe he didn't communicate it effectively enough when Erik ten Hag talked about this. But what I heard Erik ten Hag saying is that he's captain now because I'm still trying to get to know the team, and, you know, I can't just make drastic changes without understanding them even further. And he went to say, all the players aren't back. You know what that said to me is Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what that screamed out to me, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much situation. But I don't think that's the final matter as well. But reality is, at the moment, the captain is Harry Maguire. And Cristiano Ronaldo comes back and he's the captain. So, that would also make my head explode. That this man has to leave me again. Nah, bro. So, from that point of view, it does seem like the club has serious lack of ambition, and to think that I'm sacrificing Champions League for this club. And when I look at the team, yeah, maybe we'll make top 4, but that's it. Where are we going? Where are we going as a club? I want to win trophies. I know this team has the money, this club has the money to make that happen, and they're not doing that. So you can understand Cristiano Ronaldo. You really can. Because us as fans are very guilty of falling for the whole romanticism of it. I myself are guilty of this. I'm not making myself better. I am. Like they release a sick video or a sick announcement video of Eriksen on Martinez, and like, oh my god, I am reposting it. People are like, what? It looks so good, and we just get lost into the PR of this club. We do that. 1, 2, the owners are still pulling out dividends left, right, and center. They still own the club to begin with. So sometimes we are a bit hypocritical as fans, and we do get lost in the romanticism of the whole thing. And, Ronaldo is just not letting his standards drop. It should be our standards. Ronaldo should be saying, I want out. And when we listen to his reasons, maybe we should say, you know what? He has a point. Because we are shambles, We are far behind. We're not doing the right things, And they're pulling the wool over our eyes, And Ronaldo just won't do that because he doesn't work like that. It's about taking affirmative action. It's about making things happen. That's him, And he's never going to play for a club and embrace a club that does not do that. So, there is reason, there's logic to what Ronaldo's saying. And maybe, we should be listening more and just, trying to hear him out a bit more. So, is Ronaldo the new virus? I wouldn't say so. I can see how this situation get toxic and how the negativity in the situation, I can see, maybe at training right now with the people, with the rest of the team knowing Ronaldo wants to leave, it's not very rosy, and on top of that, he never really saw with the other players completely eye to eye. Maybe not all of them, but then we know he didn't get along with Maguire, and we know there's been talks of cliques in the dressing room, and I can imagine with Ronaldo's standards, there's a lot of players at this club where he just thinks to himself, what the hell are you doing wearing a Manchester United jersey? I can imagine, So, yes, this situation is very negative, can become very toxic, is very toxic, but I just don't think it's fair to put that on Cristiano Ronaldo when he is just, embracing the standards of this club. You keep going. And Sir Ferguson always taught us, you keep going again and again and again. That's why we did so well for so long with that mentality. And he's still there. He's even higher. That's why he is the greatest goal scorer to ever live. And we are asking him to pull those standards down. So, it's all, happy time. We have Cristiano Ronaldo. But then once you pull the standards down, we're not going to get the results we imagine when we have Cristiano Ronaldo in our team. So it's all about the standards. It's all about the standards. But, I think there's a big but here. There's a massive but. And this but is my standpoint. It's my opinion, I feel like these two sides, should he stay, should he leave, we love you, we hate you, all of that. I feel like those two sides become a little bit irrelevant. And they become a little bit irrelevant because at the end of the day, something needs to happen. Something needs to be done. And this is the one position for once where I agree with the club. Can you imagine? Because as much as, we say, it mustn't be too much of a business, and it's more about the football. At the end of the day, to a certain extent, there needs to be business elements to running a football club for these type of situations. Because Ronaldo, mate, you signed a contract. You sign a contract. It is as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, sure, maybe George Mendes and Ronaldo's lawyers can find a way around that, and that's fine. If they can do that, that's fine. That's nothing we can do. But, as long as the power is with Manchester United, it needs to also be a business decision because Ronaldo is an asset at the end of the day, And you can't, let's forget the romanticism of it, the romantic side. Let's forget the football side of it. From a business point of view, you can't come to us a few weeks before the transfer window is about to close, or like a month or so before the transfer window close, or close to the transfer window close. I forgot when Ronaldo came out with it. You know, you can't come out like that, you know, after telling us you're planning to stay and just say, nah, I'm leaving, you know, I just want to leave. You know, you can't do that. No matter how much power you think you have as a player, you have no right to do that, you know, or you have a right to say it and express it, but you can't expect us to just go along with the ride. So I don't agree with a lot of things this club does, but the player is not for sale is a stance that I 1,000% agree with. And you can say what you want. I 1,000% agree with the stance. No matter if he wants to leave. If he wants to leave, tough. You're the greatest professional, right? You know, you're Cristiano Ronaldo. Be professional. You know, you have 1 year left in the deal. Finish it. You know, you made a commitment. You know, and there's an obligation for you to finish this these 2 years. You know, so that's just where I'm at. You know, I mean, I was watching a different channel with a different Manchester United fan channel, and a person made a comment on this. You know, a very relevant comment, and they were like, "Daniel Levy and Harry Kane. Daniel Levy and Harry Kane. That's it. And Daniel Levy didn't even mess around. Kane, I want to go to Man City. Nah, bruv. Nah, you signed a contract, so you're staying here. You know. And Kane, even worse than Ronaldo. The rumor has it that he was on strike. You know, I guess nothing was confirmed. But with Ronaldo, we hear it's a more family matter. You know, and I'm not gonna be that person says he's lying because I feel like that's not very fair. But if it is a family matter, but at the end of the day, you know, you signed a contract, mate. You signed a contract, and the club needs to, you know, at this point, make a more business decision. You know, he wants to leave. Tough, Ronaldo. You can't leave. But you know, after the year, we'll let you go. Just give us 1 more year so we can sort out our stuff. You know, but for this year, be professional, play football, score goals, shine in the Premier League. But you're going nowhere, mate. So yeah, this is my stance on the matter. And you know, as a final note, let's not hate on Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, come on, let's not do that. You know, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can you not forget that? You know, I mean, this guy is one of our greatest legends. You know, this guy's done so much for us. You know, this guy is a representation of the values of this club. You know, I look at him and I just think to myself, that's Manchester United. You know, that's my club. Because imagine we had, it sounds ridiculous. I'm going to be weird here. But imagine we had 11 Cristiano Ronaldos. Yes, maybe you couldn't play in goal. But the point I'm trying to make, imagine we had 11 players with Cristiano Ronaldo's mentality. You know, imagine what we could do, you know. And that's what we need, you know. That's what we need. We need players who are in this club because they know what it means and they want to win, you know. We need everything in the club to be about winning, you know, about doing things right, you know, about respecting the values, you know, of Manchester United. And once we do that, you know, the sky's the limit. So I feel like it's wrong for us to beat up Cristiano Ronaldo because he is basically saying that. That's what he's saying. But please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It's been your boy Retta, and I'll check you in the next one.